Hello everybody, welcome to Nago Terra Odyssey. I want to thank all you guys for all your beautiful feedback and your wonderful comments, both on Instagram and over here. And I want to have a warm shout out to LJ Cuello, who Instagrammed me yesterday and just sent me the most heartfelt, kindest messages about thanking me, helping her get through a difficult period in her life. And it was so sincere and sweet. And she sent a photograph of herself and I just started to cry. And I realized, this is what I wanted when I began doing this process and this journey, was to really connect with you guys and be able to hear your stories and see you healing and living up to your potentialities and thriving and feeling good and realizing that, you love yourself for who you are. You are all worthy of great things. You guys are all in charge of your own self-worth. Success and happiness come to you when you just know it's there, right? You're creating the lives that you've been dreaming of, and I'm so proud of all you guys. So many of you've left abusive relationships. You have quit jobs that are meaningless and they are not helpful for you. It's like you guys are rescheduling, repairing, reflecting, redoing, revising, reconsidering you're changing your lives in these spectacular ways. And thank you for sharing your journeys with me. I just wanted to start with that because I'm just so grateful for that. And I've got to say, I did have a crazy morning. Ian woke up and he didn't feel well, and it was like pouring rain, and he's like, Melanie, can you please go to the pharmacy for me? I have this pain. And it was like we didn't have anything for it, and I went out and it was literally bucketing down, and there were fire trucks and there's flood warnings and people were driving. No lie, some lady came head on in my lane towards me for like an entire 30 seconds before she realized she was in the wrong lane. And I'm a really good driver, but I was like, whoa, this is not the kind of morning I signed up for. You know what I mean? We jump into life. Life isn't always a series of just awesome, sparkly events and wonderful insights and everything. There is some really scary things that happen to us, and we just kind of got to revise and start over and reschedule our mental dialogue to be positive and going, this is a sheer tiny moment in time, and that's all it is, right? And then we just start over. So this read is going to be about like our journey and things that might come up, and I put big stacks underneath these, and I shuffled. I don't know what they are. In fact, they're a mix of both Oracle and Tarot, because I just want the channeling to come in right when I flip them all over. I just storyboard them, and I think it'll be wonderful. We're going to figure out some things that are going to be coming up. Again, things we need to redo, rethink, all of that. If there's any trust issues, malfunctions, confusions, assumptions, big purchases, projects, we're going to find out about all of this, okay? So let's start with our choices. We have 3 choices. We have number 1, which is believe. We have number 2, which is strength, and number 3, which is choices. And that's something we need to remember. We always have choices. If we ever feel like we're in a corner, it's our arena. It's our life. Nobody is going to tell us what we're doing or where we have to go. We can take our time, slow down, and devise our own route. It's really important for us to remember that, because we get so many people that jump in and think they know best. They don't. Your intuition, soul, and your guides know best. So just know that you can relax into the day, the week, the process of whatever it is, and have it be the way that you want it to be, right? I feel like right now you're going to have self-confidence, positive energy, and all your fears are going to be eliminated. On anything, being judged, feeling unworthy, it's all just going to be released, because we realize it's a weird phantom. It is a phantom feeling. It has no basis in reality. So let's let that go. But it does have a basis in reality. Great anticipation for fantastic things that are coming our way, and creating that momentum towards that energy of love and success. It's easily done. I turned my whole day around. I didn't want to die today in my car in a flood. And I was like, I'm okay. I'm an excellent driver. I'm going to choose the best routes. I'm going to keep it cool. I'm going to look forward to the coffee I'm having. That's what I mean. We need to readjust, realign, and go, okay, restart. And we can do that anytime. So number 1 is believe. Okay, we're going to start with this. So right now, this is saying, when you make the choice to give it all you have, others are going to be inspired by your courage, your passion, and your creative expression. So when you release any fears of security, stability, and finances, trust that your needs will be met. Absolutely do this. When you follow your heart with intention, to serve humanity. Doors of abundance and prosperity are just going to burst open to you. You know, I feel like you have so much to share with the world, Group 1, and by not believing in yourself, you're denying all this great success and the collective, all these opportunities to raise its own frequency under your unique expression. I feel like you're a creative, wonderful human being. And now it's your time to absolutely drop any perfectionism, self-doubt, assuming the worst will happen, complaining, any of that thing, and relinquishing control. You don't need control either. You get a say in what you're doing and how you're living your life, and you don't have to listen to anybody. So I'm going to storyboard this. I felt really, really compelled to do a new style. So you got the Beloved. Oh, and you got Whale Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery. So I'm going to do this in threes and then, oh, beautiful. So these are your 3 oracles. Now, right now, the Beloved is saying, you are somebody's special someone. You are looked after and divinely guided and protected, but you are much more like loved, and kindred spirits are going to start circulating around you, and your soulmate that is there coming in is intelligent. They're going to be a great mother or father. They are a loving, beautiful, devoted human being. You draw in love and romance to your life. This is huge, this Beloved card, because you are drawing in love and romance. If you're already connected, things are going to be enhanced, right? Because you're giving love and light out there in so many big, spectacular ways that it can't help but come back to you, right? And the Whale Spirit is saying, really trust in the great mystery. You have a lot of wonderful things that are just coming in like little silver sparkles coming through daily, and it's those little things that when we enjoy them and they enhance our life, we get more on a bigger scale, more abundance, more everything, because we're appreciative of all these lovely little shimmers of gifts, you know, a smile, a wonderful cup of coffee, people wanting to connect with us on social media, people sharing their stories, all these things, right? You also have Astrid, love, fire, sensuality, fertility. I feel like a lot of you, if you're trying for children, this is a very wonderful time for this. There's a fertility kind of wave coming in, an energetic wave of fertility. Sensuality, love. I feel like your kind of spark of romance is going to be reignited, and you're really going to be sentimental about things. Every little thing is going to be so wonderful and reverberate with you. Flowers, a hug, someone wanting to hold your hand, just special look. I feel like you're very big on like very heady glances, you know, like people just making eye contact with you, which is really lovely. And yeah, you are drawing in this love and romance. So this is beautiful. So remember, other people's opinions aren't defining your reality. Everybody's journey is different, and yours is really coming into the light. And I just flipped these over, and I love this. Whoa, and fast. The love is coming in fast. You have money coming in as well. So this is to remind you too, your thoughts affect your mood, okay? So don't have any harsh judgments on yourself. Always judge yourself as trying, of growing and experiencing life. You don't have to do everything and be everywhere. Don't compare yourself to anybody. It's okay to just be yourself, be still, read a book, you know, and let go and move on. That's what I'm hearing. Things are always going to get better in time, and if anybody judges you, who cares? Their opinions are not your reality. No way. Chariot, all the things that you want are coming towards you. Your happiness and grounding and just feeling like you are on solid ground is on its way, where you're not going to question your future so much. You're going to know that things are all right, that there's room for everything in your dreams that you've been doing, okay? We have to remember though, with this judgment, that's why we have to have good inner dialogue, because trying harder makes resistance more. It's a letting go of the oars of the boat. It makes it less. Trust the process. Trust the stream. You have an inner being and energy that is pulling what you need towards you. We don't need to struggle, right? And I feel right now too, I'm hearing this with judgment. If people aren't nice to you, avoid them. Don't bump up against things that don't feel good and make you feel good about yourself. Avoid them. No, I'm sorry, I can't meet you. I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to text. You know, you don't have to reply, ghost anybody that diminishes your existence, because guess what? People that all of a sudden aren't so friendly to you were never really friendly to you in the beginning as well. It was just a misdiagnosed friendship. And that happens. It really does. Workmate, thing like that's okay. You know, others will catch on. You need your space, because only good things are allowed in your sphere now. And because of this, you're drawing in abundance, you're drawing in money. Your thoughts now are on how you can accrue wealth, and it's really coming towards you now. You understand that, you know, you're not going to make assumptions, you're not making big purchases, you're not launching new projects without really researching and having a great understanding of where this money and abundance is going. Therefore, you're going to have control of your revenue streams and really know what's going to work for you guys. Beautiful. I definitely feel like you're going to think before you respond to anybody. You're going to be even keeled. That's what the Queen is all about. She's not some little peasant that's out there yapping away. She's simply, well, let me digest this, and does it make sense? And if it does make sense, you can respond. It was like the thing at the beginning of my process of this. I spoke very quickly, and people were like, I can't even understand you. I know you speak English, and they would just be like barking at me. All I would do is just delete it from my thing. I don't have time for that. I'm not here to argue and be petty and ridiculous or refine everything that I do to suit particular needs. What I do is I learn from the process, and I actually control my cadence of speech and stuff like that. But I don't get online and start texting with people, how dare you interfere with my process? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Don't argue with people. Don't bother. Really save your beautiful energy for redoing, rethinking, and revising what you want in your life, because you have great things coming, Group 1. Love and light to you. Yeah, you guys, you're really going to be out there shining in a big, huge, wonderful way. So believe in yourself, your process, your instincts, because they're really going to help you in a great way. So, oops, remember, this is part of yours. So love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. And you can go to my Etsy store as well. I make all this handcrafted jewelry that I always have around for sparkles and pretties, and for the beautiful energy it emanates. Come see me on Instagram at SparkChrist11. I answer everybody's questions over there too, and I do posts and memes and things like that, and let people know what's going on in projects in my life, and I love it. So beautiful energy. Now we're on to Group 2, which is Strength. Now this is a great card. If you chose this, I feel like you're stepping into your innate power that's always been there. Sometimes, we feel really great, like we can go out and conquer the world, and other times we don't want to get out of bed. It's the ebb and flow. And what we have to realize is we can master our strength whenever we want, because your prayers for strength are being heard. You're going to release your fears that are blocking all your spiritual guidance. You're going to break down the walls that will help you see these synchronicities and signs that are being communicated to you. The spirit teachers of love and light really want to serve the highest good for you and help you persevere and have determination. So just always be plugged into that. Uncovering and embracing your true strength is to accept your current state as well, right? Whether it's vulnerability, fragility, whatever it is, life will naturally keep flowing into a new phase of empowerment. It just does, it's the ebb and flow. We're not always on the peak of that mountain, for crying out loud. How could we be? We have to go down in the valley and reassess, right? We have to reschedule. We have to retrace, reminisce a bit, and then we get back up on that peak. And that's what this lets you know, that the Great Spirit is going to guide you through any period and that's rough for you, and give you insights, courage, and strength for sure. It always does. I've got to say, sometimes I feel invincible, and then other times I wake up and I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not even talking to a single soul, because I need to regroup, right? So let's see what's going on for you. Ooh, you got the mystical shaman. Yeah, you're going to be getting some terrific insights, spiritually and otherwise. Your horse spirit, freedom is yours. Beautiful, shining hope and future. Yeah, I definitely had a feeling when I picked up this deck, it was like my fingers were actually tingling, and I definitely feel that you're going to get fantastic insights. You're not going to have any more hesitancy in working with what you feel. You're like, oh yes, this is good, I'm going with it. This person feels right, I'm going to connect with them. You're going to remove negative thinking. You're realizing it has no place in your diatribe, because it simply just stops that flow of really beautiful, harmonious energy that helps you work through anything. You're going to have huge surges of creativity. Your mood swings are going to calm down, and you're going to be a little more grounded, because I feel like maybe you were up and down and all over the place, and some people before that you even liked were like, oh man, get this person away from me. It was kind of like an emotional confusion, but now you're really getting reconnected, and you're reconsidering things like, maybe I just need a moment. And you're not going to be reacting so much to things. You're realizing, well, I'm only attracting good things. There's endless opportunities around me. Mystical shaman's going to let you know that. The horse spirit is also going to let you know you love yourself for who you are. You're always going to be enough. You're going to let go of things you cannot control, because it's ridiculous to try to foresee in the future, peg A, B, and C, and have it come out a certain way. It's a waste of time, right? Your strength is greater than your struggles. Horses know that. You know that. And I love that you got the Maybon, because you do have shining hope for your future. You do have amazing things coming. But what you have to assess is, guess what? I am exactly where I need to be right now. It might not be my home run and my finish line, but nobody is ever at their finish line. And if they are, they're on their deathbed. You know what I mean? So we're always striving. And be grateful for any little adversity that comes in, because it allows you to grow. Like I said this morning, I was almost in several accidents in this weird flooding situation. But now I'm so proud of myself of handling it and actually probably keeping other people safe because of my driving. That type of thing. We're going to face adversity, but we break through it, and then we realize that we're worthy of these beautiful things, assuming the best will happen. That's what's really nice for you too. So let's see what's going on with Page of Discs. So you're going to have messages about money coming in. Emperor. You're going to have, wow, you guys, wow. Oh, cool. Okay, so you are gonna feel like you are having to kind of really redirect some of your fiery energy, because you know you're at this Emperor stage where people are going to be coming to you for advice, for guidance and things like that. And all you have to do is slow your roll and think. You don't have to get in the clash of all these passions of other people, because you're directing your path and where you want to go. And also you're going to be trying to direct your financials more in a more constant revenue stream for you for wealth, because you are going to be accruing more wealth. I definitely feel that. And you're going to get messages very soon in the mail. Checks, PayPal. Things are going to be cha-ching, 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 because you've structured something. You know, you've let go of crazy perfectionism and worry or complaining about how things are, and you just are envisioning this money coming in. So it is, and no more power struggles. You know, you're not engaging in that. You know, you are in the Emperor's seat. The Emperor doesn't have to guess or struggle or fight. They know what befits their best nature, and that is just being calm and awaiting all the coin and also the accolades that are due them. Something is due you, some great appreciation for who you really are and what you've been doing. People are going to step up and come show that to you, which I really love, because it's about time. I feel like you're like, did anybody even notice, you know, what's been going down in my world? And they have, and people are going to sit up and they're going to be thankful for who you are and what you do. So I love that energy for you, group 2. Love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, come see me on Instagram at Sparkrist11. I do all kinds of fun stuff over there, and I answer questions, and I love that community. They're so fun. So now we're on to number 3, which is choices. This is really great, because this is reminding you that you are never in a corner. You always can change direction at any time. You can always shift and say, you know what? This isn't for me. I've been working at this job. Who cares if I've only been here a couple months? These people are not into what they're doing or saying what they're not providing what they said they would provide. You can move on. You have every choice all the time, in terms of love, in terms of career, in terms of money, in terms of what your ideals are, what your life purpose is. You're always allowed to have choices, okay? And you're allowed to make the decision yourself. Your mind will tell you one thing and your heart can feel different. Your mind, with all its logic, reinforces core beliefs and what's safe and secure. Your heart, on the other hand, will push you to explore possibilities and adventures. Really listen to your heart and your intuition at this time, because I feel like you are growing in this current situation. I feel like you want bigger, better, stronger foundation in relationships, and you're going to let go of external influences that are pulling at you, and you're realizing, wow, this is where I'm really going to think, and you're going to make huge breakthroughs. You're courageous. You're going to listen to guidance from your heart, and you're going to just trust that it's bringing you somewhere beautiful, and it will. And I love that, because you're just like, you know what? Life is kind of like a big fun game, and if I don't play it, I'm not going to go anywhere. And Tree of Life, you're going to feel grounded and supported. Super important. I love that. And you have the Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. This is important, I'm feeling, in terms of people constantly giving you their opinions. I love Enchanted, Beguiled, and Enspelled. You're going to actually inadvertently seduce somebody with just your natural aura and who you are. I feel like there's a very magical element about you. You're very intuitive, you're empathic, you're very lovely, floaty, dreamy, and you have that gorgeous fairy-like spirit, like in that vampire show where she doesn't know she's a fairy, and like her blood is so addictive to the vampires, Suki or whatever all of that was. That was such a good thing. And it was like, you're going to be like that. Your essence, your sheer existence near certain people is going to enchant them. So really be careful with your words and flirtations, because it's not going to take much and people are just going to fall at your feet. Part of that is you have this beautiful grounded energy, and you're really in touch with Gaia, Mother Earth, who you are, and you're very expansive. So you have to set some healthy boundaries from the get-go with people so they don't infringe on your time and try to like DM you every 5 seconds. I love that you have L struck, but people are going to be struck by you. I mean, you'll find people just stopping, staring, and looking at you, and you're like, wow, what is with that? It's so funny. Look, Knight of Discs. Yeah, you're going to have a wealthier person come towards you too, I feel. And and the Empress. Yeah, see this energy? You have super powerful, elevated status in so many people's eyes, where like sometimes they can't even believe you're talking to them. They can't even believe that you're so solution orientated. They can't believe that you're beaming. You actually have this kind of auric glow about you, and that's what it is. And people sometimes that need energy or pickup, or they have low self-esteem, or they'll be very pulled to that. And it's not like they're trying to be like a succubus or take your energy. They're just drawn to that beautiful glow. It's like people that come out in the dark and they see the sun. Your warmth to them, your love to them. And I love that you're going to be able to actually heal people, make people feel great about themselves just by giving them a little compliment. So remember to compliment people. And again, I feel like you have a wealthy benefactor coming in that will try to assist you. If you're starting a new business or something, keep an eye out for that. People will be suggesting, hey, I would really like to pitch in and help you out with that. And use your power wisely, because the power of seduction, persuasion, all of that is very important, that you use it like an empress, so it helps everybody, not just benefits you, right? The collective need to benefit when we're in this beaming, very seductive kind of role where everybody's looking at you and just thinks you're like this wonderful, it's like when Paris Hilton goes into like Japan and everybody swarms her. It feels like that. You just feel like eyes are on you and responses. So be warm, be smiling, because you're going to affect people like that. And you're also going to have just an elevation in life in general. So I feel like too, a new house might be coming in for this group. I just really feel that. Yeah, no self-doubt whatsoever. You are like, Wonder Woman. So I love that energy for you guys. Love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below for private reads and all the good stuff. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments, your subscriptions, your viewers, your sharing, everything. You guys really make my day, and I love doing this, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. So thank you guys again.